I remember the day, some 30 years ago now, that I decided I wanted to wear a kippah in public. I was living in New York City, and I'd been going to shul, to synagogue on a pretty regular basis. One morning, I left the shul, and instead of turning left to my apartment, I turned right and headed in the opposite direction. I found myself in a couple of minutes in a Jewish bookstore. At the end of the counter, there was a carousel. I went up to the carousel and started to turn it slowly. In front of my eyes, there revolved the entire gamut of Orthodox Jewish headgear. I was amazed at the range of choice. There were white ones and green ones, black ones, knitted ones, leather ones, velvet ones, cloth ones, and those that looked they'd just come off the head of an Afghan shepherd. I thought, which one do I choose? Little did I realize I was about to step into a political minefield. So without thinking too much about it, I picked up this large black velvet couple and plonked it on the top of my head. I paid the cashier, walked out into the street, and stopped in my tracks. The world had changed. Everything had changed. I said to myself, you've become an ambassador. You've become an ambassador for the Jewish people. Everything you do now will be judged through the lens of your Jewishness. If you push in line, people won't say, who's this guy pushing in line? They'll say, who's this Jew pushing in line? And if I give up my seat to an old lady on the subway, if indeed old ladies still venture onto the subway, I'll have sanctified the name of heaven. Little do we realize that the good name of the Jewish people and the good name of Elokei Yisrael, the God of the Jewish people, rests on a small piece of cloth perched precariously on the top of our heads. We are all ambassadors for our nation and often to our nation.